Okay, it says we're live. Look, I went to the store, got some stuff. I got some, got me some Play-Doh. I didn't know which would work better for this little presentation, a dark color or a light. So I got two. It was like 50 cents for the Play-Doh. Man, it is hot out there. I've been running around and doing errands all day. I finally got home. Now I get to play with the Play-Doh, and this will last until I drop it on the floor and get it covered with hair. Well, it's a good thing I got two. But what I'm trying to do right now, I got a cup. I use that in my sorting table. I want to make a kind of a ring just to give it a little extra good shape. And that's about the right size. It ain't going to be perfect. Okay, what we're going to do is explain how a double die is made and what it's going to look like when you make the coin out of it, if at all possible. And do it without cutting my fingers here. Okay, that's enough of that. All right, so we got this thing. Yeah, I can just kind of flatten that in. There you go. Like this is really not gonna, this is just a temporary thing. There we go. Okay, fine. That didn't work. Okay, so now we got the, you got a die, kind of, right? Now, the die, you got to understand how they make these things, because if you understand how these dies are made, you'll be able to, you know, decide, is this coin an error? Is it a variety? Is it damage? What is it, right? Okay, we're going to round it off. They take these dies and they're going to press a hub into the die. Now, the top of the hub looks like a coin, right? It's raised. The die is going to be depressed. Whatever you punch into that die is going to come out on the coin. Any voids, any spaces, any depressions on the die will result in a raised area on the coin. Now, I was looking around, what can I use, you know, for a die? And I thought, copper round? Nah, those are too nice. Then I saw, hey, I got a fork, right? Okay, imagine the fork is the hub. If I press that hub into the die, I'm going to leave a mark, which you should see. Now, I did this with peanut butter a couple of times, and it just made a mess. Okay, there, that's the hub. And that's the design that I'm going to press into the die. Now on the die, it's depressed. When I press that die into a coin, those four lines will be raised, right? Real simple. Any design you put on there is going to be raised. Now if I had a void on the hub, right, much like between the spokes here, it would be raised up on the die. But these are the same kind of height, so that's not the best. I'll have to work on this and we'll get a better example going. But here you can see these little lines, and on the coin it's going to look like, you know, a spork penny. Okay, now if I have a doubled die, make sure there's a D on the end. Now also, this is a pet peeve of mine, dye, D-Y-E, you use that to color textiles or Play-Doh or, you know, food or some darn thing. This is a die, D-I-E. Doesn't mean it's dead. It's what they call the darn thing. Okay, if I press the hub into the die, right, and then I press it again to make sure I get a good imprint, but let's say it wiggles, right? Something happens, the guy sneezed, and it wiggles, and I press it again, but it's offset, right? It's kind of didn't quite go on right. Watch what happens to these little lines. They get wider. On the coin, that's going to be wider, but there's more. Let's have a close look. We look into these coins, right? We're trying to decide, is this a doubled die? What sort of things are we looking for? Well, first off, where's my stick? I got a stick here. Ooh, excuse me. I got a stick here. Oh, I get another. I'll have to get it. I got all kinds of stuff in this. Open! Ah! All right, might be time to clean that up next. Okay, you see how I pressed this twice. I've got three neat features. One, it's thicker than it should be, right? It should be this thick on the coin, as you can see here, but it's wider, okay? On the coin, it's wider. See the little notch up here? That's another key indicator. And I've got these little bits down here where it's separated. I get separation lines. Now you got some years where the doubling has been to such a degree that it's as if the thing is, I mean, it's a mile away. It's not just thicker, right? It's been shifted so far that it looks like two different impressions altogether. If I can get a focus, that's what a double die does. Any questions? Beg your pardon. I went to Walmart today, and they had these. I got a whoopee cushion. I walked all around Walmart, right? Every time I bend over, I give it a little squeeze. I had a great time at Walmart. It's good for you. You got to try this. When you get to the point you just don't care anymore, it works out great. So I thought I'd get in and show you how this works, because I've been dying to get some Play-Doh, and I think the dark works pretty well with the yellow one. Yeah, I haven't opened this one yet. Okay, so I could use this as like a hub. Of course, it wouldn't fit the same. But the hub is going to look just like the coin. It's going to be raised, right? And then I got to come up with a way to create, what do you call them? In-Q lettering, because you get that on the new quarters. And that's going to be neat because it's the opposite of the raised devices. It's going to be thinner on the coin. Play-Doh tastes pretty good. Does it? Salty. Okay. I got to jump in the tub, get my hair down. Okay, there's Yeller. Old Yeller. Look what it does to the camera. It just screws it right up. Okay. A little sore, but getting through. Where you been, Mike? Hi, I'm good. Hope you are well. How can you spot a double die that doesn't have a shift? Okay, let's get in there and have a... Oh, we can try the Yeller. Okay, it doesn't have a shift. See how this is shifted? We're looking for a double die. They got this new thing. About 15 years ago, they started the single squeeze era. They used to hub these dies twice, and that would give you the double die. Then went to the single squeeze era where they only squeeze it once. And by squeeze, they squeeze the hub, that's the fork here, into the die, that's the yellow this time around, and they do it once. But they say they do it really, really well. Okay, there. We'll get a good squeeze on there. But we see in a lot of these new double dies. 2015 has some wonderful ones. I'm not going to pull any out because I'm not going to handle coins with Play-Doh on my hands. But they're very close, very close. Instead of being split and separated like this one is, all you get is a little extra width. It's just a little bit off. So you don't get the separation lines. You don't necessarily get those notches. And they're just a little bit wider. And for that you need to, I think I need to change the way I do these. Let's try it with the back of the fork. Okay. This is a traditional double die where it's, widely separated. You have separation lines here in the middle. You got notches, perhaps. But the new ones, they're barely doubled. They're just a little bit off. And you have, in effect, extra thickness is all to tell. And this is going to be hard to show. Let's see, how can I do this really well? What else do we have? What would this work? This might work. There we go. There's my impression. And I lose the focus. Why do you do that? If I offset it just a little bit, I don't really get the separation, but I have extra thickness. That's how we tell. 3 days ago, I mowed a 1/4 acre. Yesterday, I mowed a 1/2 acre of grass and weeds. Waist high. Well, you'll be okay. Don't let it slow you down. Get yourself a goat. I had a cow take care of this back field for 5 years till he got hit by lightning. Worked out great, man. Okay, and this would be the die. You would press this into a coin, and every coin that is produced with this die, we're just not focusing. Every coin is produced with this die will look exactly like this, except where it's depressed here, it'll be raised on the coin. Okay, if it's got a notch, you're going to get a notch on that coin. If you've got separation lines, you're going to get that on the coin because, geez, they're putting 360,000 psi or some darn thing per square inch. It's a lot of weight. They squeeze this thing hard. And you're going to leave that exact imprint on the coin. They're not soft like Play-Doh. This is just a good experimental piece. Okay, I'm going to keep playing with this, guys. I'll probably make a ducky or something. So you really should have a normal one to compare. Absolutely. That's the whole point of, you know, collect a full set. You've got a normal 2015. Keep that as your reference. Let's see how quick I can turn this into a ducky. What do we got? We got a blob. It's going to be a yellow ducky. I'm really good at this. I used to do this grade in 2nd grade. Buddy of mine, all he did was make snakes. I made duckies. Do. Come on, ducky. There's my ducky. We'll give the ducky a little tail. No. I'm good at duckies. Yep. They wiggle. Whack, 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 whack. That's my ducky. Okay, that's enough playing. Now I'm just carrying on. All right. I'm going to keep working on this and probably develop a longer and more involved presentation, because we could do all sorts of things. You know, what's an off-center? That'd be something like this, right? We can do, how does what's the difference between an off-center and a misaligned die? This is a neat one, because this stuff is so easy. Sorry, I lost the duck. The duck is gone. Okay, let's say this is the planchet. You put the planchet in, right? A misaligned die is where the planchet lines up with one die, but the other die is a little off. Okay, so you have a, you know, a big rim on one side, but on the other side, it would be big on the other side, or even on the other side, because it'd be on this one. Whereas an off center, the axis, I need a pin. Here we go. Here we go. We line up the axes, all right? They're coaxial here, but the planchet would be out of alignment. All right. Now, a lot of times these off centers, if once they get off center by enough, it becomes an out of collar issue. Yeah, all kinds of, boy, we can do all kinds of stuff with this. I'm gonna have fun. Play-Doh time. You're darn right. Okay. What did I walk into? We're just making a darn mess. Look at this. I can clean up my desk. So look. What can I get? I'm gonna look at this. Look at how easy it is to clean my desk. I just roll, and it's gone. There you go. Okay, here's a good example of how, all right, watch this. Okay, we got a master. And we'll make some snakes real quick. Okay, there's a master. There's a working. Blue is die. All right, the yellow is the hub. So we're going to have a working hub. There we go. That's close enough, I suppose. And this is going to be the master hub. All right. Okay, we have the Galvano, size of a dinner plate. They're going to transcribe the Galvano onto the master hub. And it's going to be raised and look just like a penny, or whatever coin you're making. Right there. That's what a master die would look like. Now the master die is pressed into the master, excuse me, let me start over. The master hub, there, it looks just like a penny, is pressed into the master die, right? Real hard. And it's going to give you this sort of thing. So you would have, that didn't work, I'll press real hard. Oh, okay, there. That would be, that really is awful. Let me try it a different way. We'll keep working. Fun time. Yep, a little later we're all gonna just put our heads down for 3 hours. Okay, the master hub makes the master die. So the hub looks just like a penny. The die, however, is gonna take the imprint, just like that. Can we see much on there? Not really. That's okay. I don't care. Because we're gonna take the master die and make the working hub by pressing it one into the other. Squish, right? And the result is a master hub that's going to look just like that penny. We take the working hub, press it into the working die. Remember this? Just like that. Now they do this for several reasons. One is that one master die, they can use it, hundreds of times and get the same impression. So the master hub will make hundreds, perhaps thousands of working of master dies, and the master dies would make the master hubs. So you're able to multiply. And nowadays, when you're getting 500,000 strikes out of a die, but you're making 5 billion coins, you need a lot of dies. Okay, so what do we have here? We have an impression right there, which is going to be the coin, and this is the working die. And that I'm going to press into a planchet ka-chunk between two dies. There we go, between two dies, which look nothing like this. And form. Now imagine this is blank, and I squeeze it. Ka-thunk, squeeze, and it comes out a penny, just like that. That's the idea. Okay, but the dies are the opposite of the coin. How can I get that to work? What if I put them in the freezer? Will that work? Huh. I'll just put a lot of pennies in here. We'll just jam them around. Here, this is the master mushroom. Gosh, the stuff you can make with this. I got these things out in the yard. Yeah, my sister used to make mushrooms. That was her big thing. Look, I started with this, and she said, I made a mushroom. And she shows you that it's a Smurf. Okay, that's it. I'm just carrying on now. I want to thank you guys for coming in. Yellow and blue make green. I mean, I got 3 colors of Play-Doh now. Wow. How bright a green is it going to be? Had a lot of those when we didn't have it. All we had to play with when I was a kid was a stick. All right, we didn't have any of this Play-Doh. The kids across the street had Play-Doh. We had a cat. We hit him with a stick. He ran away. We got really sad. You're gonna play with that all day. I probably will. The more advanced the mind, the simpler the device needed to entertain it. What I've been doing is just staring at the walls for hours at a time. Not the playing kind. Mushroom. I got these neat ones out by the yard. Look, this is what it's doing. I got stripes. I'm going to need more yellow. That's a pretty solid blue, I think. Okay, we got blue. We got yellow. We got green. All right. That's working just fine. Okay, did we answer any question of how these dies are made, these doubled dies? We'll keep working on that. I'm going to need more yellow. Now I'm going to need another container just to hold this, or I'm going to have these lumps of Play-Doh. That's okay. It's only 50 cents. We'll have fun. Besides which, I can go back through Walmart and get me another whoopee cushion. There it is. Whoopee. How's it coming for green? Okay. There. The green is the planchet. So now we got a couple of dies. There's a die. And we can squish it in. Here's another die. Let's make that up. Where'd my penny go? Maybe I should try a nickel. I could make something out of a washer, I suppose. Okay, there. And you got the planchet. Make a ball. Flatten her out. Okay, and that planchet would go in and be pressed between the two dies. There you go. That's how the coin is made. There. So an out of alignment, misaligned die would be akin to this. This is exaggerated, but that's the whole idea, right? And off center, the dies are aligned, but the planchet, let me straighten this out, but the planchet is not lined up properly. Does that help anybody out? I live these impromptu sessions anyhow. Yeah, I just get to talking and stuff. It's fun. I said, oh boy, look, I got a new tool. We can do something with this. All right, I'll keep working on this, and we'll actually we could probably come up with a, a streamlined presentation. I'm sticking this stuff here. Okay, that's what I got. I got to put this stuff away. I got some bread. I'm going to eat that. Got some hamburger. Oh, look, here's a penny. Boy, that does clean up the desk so well, doesn't it? Look at that. Press it. I'm going to do my floors this way. All right, well, I'll put that in with the blue. Okay, there's the blue cup. All right, now I'm supposed to have a sale later today. I got to get ready for that, and I got a part for the plumbing in the bathroom, so I'll be able to clean myself up, and we'll have fun. All right, there. Is that how you pack Play-Doh? I'll probably never get it out. I'll put that in there. There's the blue. There's the yellow. And we got stuff. Guys, thank you very much. Let me know if there's something I can show off or practice or kind of give you a heads up. NQs, I have to work on the NQs. That's going to need another tool so I can create a raised, a proper... I'm working on it. Trust me. Maybe I'll use some kind of a spoon. There's a whole wood shop out there. I should be able to come up with something to show you the broad strikes. Ooh, there you go. Where's that thing? Okay. How about yeller? That's all together. Broad strike. There's your collar. Okay. And it's out of proportion. There's a fork. Okay, you get 2 dies. Let me make the dies. This is so easy. Gosh, I should have got clay years ago, huh? I'd never get anything done. Okay, here's one. I'm going to need more space. Here's 1 die. We'll flatten that up. And it looks absolutely nothing like this, but we're going to make it work. Okay, get a flat end. Right, and there's a die. And there's another die. And this is not going to work as a collar. I'll need something smaller. Smaller collar. What do we got for a circle around here? I could cut a collar. We'll be all right. Okay, let's say that's the die. Or the collar, right? Like the die, the bottom, right? You got an anvil die here. It's not going anywhere. You put the planchet in. This is the planchet. Right? And this isn't going to work. I got tape. Let's see. I need about, that's going to be 1 inch across, 1/2 inch. I need about 2 1/4 inches. Freaking math, man. Math is good stuff. See, did you see me do pi just like that? Let's make this work. If I can make this work, it'll be a miracle. But we'll see. Okay, there. Here's my collar. The collar goes over the coin. Then, to hold it in place. Then the other die comes in and hammers it. Now, the idea is that as the 2 dies come together, that coin is going to expand just a little. It's not spraying out. It's not like a, like a water balloon just blasting all over the place. It just kind of spreads, and the collar helps it maintain its size. But what happens if the collar is not there, or if it's jammed or broke away, right? Or was not lined up properly? Let me roll that a little thinner so the collar is, it doesn't quite get in place. Okay, you have an outer collar experience. You have a strike that is able to grow past the size of that collar. And it becomes broad. Right? It's broader than the collar. It's a broad strike. Broad strikes, any way, shape, or form, are out of the collar. Right? If you have an off center, right? If it's far enough off center, it must be out of collar. Okay, what else we got? We got brokages. Oh, here's a neat one. I'm going to need 2 planches here. Hi, Blues Coins and Devil Dog Dave. Devil as Devil. We're playing a brokage. What's a brokage? Okay, my plancha goes in. I stamp it with the die. I get a beautiful coin. But wait, it's stuck. And then another coin comes in. Another plancha comes in. And it gets struck. And then they go out. Now, they separate. Now I get 2 coins. This one was already struck on one side. And then it was struck by that one. Now this one has no impression on that side. And this one did. So this one would have, you know, say a memorial that's all squished. And neat thing also with these, what are these things? I should write these down. With these cap die, sometimes they get, you know, screwed up real good. You know, where they actually come out looking and shaped like a bottle cap, right? Meanwhile, I have this one would be just one side is struck, and the other side would pick up some of that design on this side. So this is a reverse, that's a reverse, and then you got another reverse here. This one would be sharp, this is blurred, that one's frigged up, and this would be like a head of Lincoln. And that's what cap dies are. Green, yellow, blue. Oh, this is so easy. Look, stuff's color-coded. I'm doing my whole house like this. I'm doing my closets. I'm going to put a piece of Play-Doh on everything. Okay. Yep, we can work on this. We'll come up with a better script and do more stuff and show you how. I need more tools. Geez, this stuff's like 50 cents. It's the coolest. Okay. There we go. Cap it. Blue, green, yellow. I need some red, orange, pink, fuchsia. How many other colors are there? I'm a guy. I don't study those things. I don't art, but I can Play-Doh. How about a third printed die? You're killing me, man. I got stuff from CJ, by the way. This just came in from CJ. There it is. That's to me. It says CJ. And I'm not going to open it because I got Play-Doh in my hands. Yeah, we can do 3D designs here. You know, show you what is going on. Oh, God. Hoogie did these letters, right, numbers for 1982 small date. Look, I can make a snake. Snake, snake, snake. Mushroom, mushroom. Okay, there you go. And there's this piece. I was never good. I'd do better at duckies. Okay. There's a 2 for a 1982 small date. All right, would have this curve, just like this. A large date has a sharp angle right here. Unmistakable. Small date. Nice and pretty and fancy. Almost ladylike. Large date. Any questions? That's your 82. Small and large date. Oh, this is so easy. Oh, gosh. I need some slides. I could be like a pro from out of town next. What else could we make? We could do a 1970s small date and large date. That's kind of really easy. That's really, really easy, but I need some parts. Okay, make a snake. Here comes a snake. Okay, let's say this is the 0, right, on a 1970. And let's say this is the 9 on a 1970. I need a straight edge. Here, I got this mail. I got this piece of mail from my IRA. It says you're broke. Okay, there you go. See how the 7 is up at the top? They're all even. That's a small date. Do you know how to make a large date? That's it. Low is large. It hangs down as large. If it's even and probably a little shorter, that's a small date. Okay, there's another one. Remember this 9? Let's take that out of the way. Make another snake. Okay, on a 9 on those 1970s. Oh, this is just so much fun. I should have done baking or something, you know. Okay, here's the 9 on the small date. This is nowhere near, okay, that's kind of close enough. Okay, on a small date, 1970, right? It's going to be even at the top. I've got an extra piece there. This is going to come down to a kind of a point, right? Nice chiseled point. And that guy, I've lost my stick. I think it's in the Play-Doh. Okay, and that is pointing right at 3 o'clock. Let's see if I can get this camera to line up better. There you go. And that guy's pointing right over. You want the large date? We're going to take that down, keep these level. I'm going to move this so it's pointing down here, and I'm going to round this edge. This is freaking lovely. I can really get into this. This is the kind of thing I would like to do. Good thing I'm doing it. See how this now points down here, you know, at probably at 5 o'clock? Before, it pointed, you know, over at 3 o'clock. Real tight curl. You know, it's a real tight pretzel. That's large date, small date. Large. Small. Point. Hey, make that a point. Okay, that's good enough. There, that's nice. How about 1974, large date? There it is. That one's real easy. Well, I lost my piece. What was that? That was the bottom of a cup. There. 1960. Can we do that? We're going to need a small. We're going to need small. Think small. I totally screwed this. Let's get the IRA thing out of here. Yeah. I can't do this. I suck at snakes. This should be like an autumn. I got a pasta roller in the other room, you know, where I could put these through, like on the fettuccine setting. I think that might work. Okay, let's see if we can get this one to work. That's probably going to be enough. Let's go do the other one. I could wipe this with some bread. Yeah, you know, I got years in the restaurant, so I'm always used to, you know, food terms and how the food always works. Okay, there's a small date. That look like a small date, and we'll make this a large date on the 6th. Okay. Now on the 1960 small and large date, a lot of it is going to be how far this thing swoops over. All right. If I could get this lined up real easily. This point on the large date is just it just keeps on going. You line it up straight up and down, it's going to be way over here by, you know, by this edge. On the small date, it's going to kind of line up just a little off the center, just a little bit over the center. That's a small date, and that's a large date. And then, of course, the 0 is a little, you know, bigger or littler. They have patent the smell of Play-Doh. Can you guys smell this? Yeah. It's salt dough. That's what this is. It's salt dough. It's dough with salt. But they've added, nowadays it's like plastic. What's in here? Compound not intended to be eaten. Well, screw that. Give me this. Where's that fork? Oh! Ah. Okay. Not a problem. We will not be eating this stuff ever again. Good morning, Brian. How are you? Got $1.00 at the food store. Got a 41 large S. And both a 60 small date P and D. Outstanding. Those small date Ps, even circulated, they're $1, right? Got some silly putty. There you go. That might work. At least you can get the impression off the coin. What's this thing we got? That's a 1954. Let's see if we can get an impression off that nickel. Nickels are a little higher relief. What I should probably do is like a 60s coin. Look, we have made a die. Now, if I can bring that down. Now, let's start over. That's effectively what a die is the opposite of a coin. So the hub is the same as a coin. The hub makes the design in the die. There we go. That's a reverse. That's a reverse die. I lost my... I'm going to stop putting this stuff away. I just keep pulling it back out. How am I doing? I'm doing beautiful, baby. It's getting warm out there, so I got the air conditioner going again. I do love the air conditioner. First year I came to Florida, I didn't leave the house. You know, took care of some apartments, and the owner of the apartments paid the light bill. So, dude, I just turned that baby up. He comes in. It was a $300 electric bill. This is 20 years ago. Okay, there we can see Jefferson's head, kinda. Okay, we'll need some tools to put a design in there with a little rougher detail than these coins, because that's a little tough to see. But you can get the idea. You got an obverse and you got a reverse. Did you see the way Jefferson's looking to the right? Huh? Because when I press that into a coin, it's going to come out facing to the left. See how his head's facing left when I turn it upside down? That's a neat thing. So when I say these are opposite, they're depressed wherever there's a raised area on a coin, and it's, you know, you got to read it right to left instead of left to right. Hey Laura, did you get a hold of Clash? Boy, I hope so. I don't know what he had for you, but he gives us some pretty good stuff. There you go. So the mint mark, here's a neat one. The mint mark, if you were to punch this in, what's it? This one has one. We can't see it, but we're going to find a way to make it seen. This is that 1954. Where's my goddamn camera? Just a minute. Just a minute. Oh, it's not plugged. I get the printer plugged in. Dummy. Okay. Let me deactivate this thing. Give me just a moment. We'll reactivate it. Press that button. I got a card here. Put that thing in a card. Okay, watch this. See the mint mark over there on the right side? That's a normal location on the reverse of a 1954D. Okay, let's go over. That says okay. Do we see that? I don't know if you saw that. I still had it on the fix them up screen. There's your D. So on the die, where is the D going to be? That's not it. Okay, give me that stick. There's my D over there. This is going to be my die. It's already got a kind of a partial imprint. Let's make some dough. You're darn right. Okay, I'm going to take my, this is my hub. There's my die. Right, where's my mint mark going to be? It's going to be over here on this side. Over on that side, there's my mint mark. All right, so there. If I'm punching a mint mark into the die, I'm doing it over here on the left side, and it's going to face the left. How's that for a trick? Anybody ever realize, okay, that's the first time we did that. So on the obverse dies, give me a penny. I need a 17p. There's a 2018. What's these? 18. 18. 85. What's that one? 85. I don't know what that is. Give me a mint mark. Okay, I have to get coins. Here's one. This one has a mint mark. It's a 1942 something. Oops, it's gone. Okay. You know where the mint mark is on the penny. Right there under the date. All right. We're going to ruin this. Set it right up. That looks pretty close to good. That's that's close enough. Okay, if that was a die, where would I have to have put that mint mark in to get it to come out right? On there. Let's peel it off and have a look. I can almost make it out. Let's keep working. Okay, right now it's on the lower right. So if I had a die, it's going to be right about in there. I'll try to squeeze it just a little heavier so we can peel it off and see where that mint mark would need to go. This would be the die. This would be the face up of the die. You can see Lincoln's, it's kind of a shoddy job, but over here, this is where I would punch in that mint mark. Instead of over there at 4 o'clock, I'm going to do it over here at 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock. See, 5 o'clock. Yeah, 5, 7. See the way it's backwards? And Lincoln is looking in this direction. His eyeballs. He's looking over here. Liberty would be right there. Isn't that great? Okay, collect the rest of my dough. It's under my fingernail. I haven't done my nails in so long. I'm such a wreck. You have way too much fun playing in Play-Doh. Come on, I haven't done this in how long? I don't have to work for the man anymore. I just do my own thing. And today, by God, it's playing with Play-Doh. I did have a lot of cough syrup this morning. You know, some muscle relaxants. Maybe that's got something to do with it. I really don't know, but this is fun. Okay, so that was neat. We found that the mint marks on the die are opposite where they would be on the coin because the die is turned up to punch it in. How's that one? Cousin just asked me how much for all my coins. Make up a price. Do you want to sell all your coins? You know, that's the neat thing about if somebody offers to buy all your coins. One, you have a collector on your hands. Two, maybe they'll buy later. And three, we'll take the money and then do it the way you wanted to do it. Right? There's always a collection you have, the collection you wanted to have, right? The collection you could have if you could do it all over again. You know, which one you want to choose. I think it's an excellent way to demonstrate. Plus, we get to look at this. I can make a bunny in 10 seconds. Start counting. If I use both hands, I can make a bunny real quick. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. It's really just the same darn thing. The tail and the beak, it's the same darn thing. Whack. And then you just, you know, smooth it out. Give him a good neck. Here's a sleeping bunny. Bunny. It's just a snake with a blob and 2 points. And if you can do that, right, you pinch the neck, you fold it up, and you got a ducky. Seriously, it's that easy. Now a bunny. Bunny. How can I do a bunny? I would do it this way. Okay, okay. Let's do this. Whoop! There we got that going. We'll have to do some lines in here. Okay. And then over here we need a face. So we're gonna have, I got nothing to make dots with, so I'm gonna I'll just gouge them out. I need a nose. Here's a nose, and then we'll give him a mouth or something down here. Some big fat teeth. My bunnies suck. Here's a bunny's tail. How about this one? Here's a bunny's tail. See? What is Ken smoking or snorting? No, seriously, I haven't had anything more than a mild sedative. Seriously, and some ketamine. My horse is gone, so I gotta get through the stockpile. Looking are completed sales on eBay. Someone picked up a 1859 gold dollar. You know, I picked up an 1859 gold dollar. I did pick up a coin for 99 cents today. No fooling. I kind of like that. Every now and then I get one for 99 cents. Well, it was $1.04 because somebody had bid 99 cents and walked away and never came back. There we go. Were you here for the double die demonstration? Okay, there's your die face. And I had a fork, but it has run off. That's okay. I have my cutter. All right. And I'm going to take a hub, a design, and press it into that die. Look how smooth that is. Okay. Now, typically, they would press it in, and back it off, and then press it in again. So I'm going to press that design into my die. All right. Pull it out. I'm going to press it in again. Oops, I missed. So if I don't line it up exactly, I end up with this sort of situation where I have, and if we zoom in, I have notches. I have a distance from one side to the other that is wider because I can, bounce this in between here. And I have separation lines that will appear in the coin. Those are your key features, your key characteristics of a doubled die. Now these newer dies, they're pressed in once is the idea. It's a single squeeze. But you can tell when they have backed it up and done it again, but they don't shift it quite so much, right? It'll just be a little shift. Let me see if I can do this without screwing up the Play-Doh here. There we go. And it's just a little subtle move. It might even line up. All right, press that in. But again, the key feature is extra thickness. Because if I line it here, I've got this extra bit of thickness in here. Watch out for it. Don't mess around with blades. You're going to wet the bed. No, these are so dull. I've cut open so many packages with these. Look, I shined all the rust off. That was rusty when I got it. That's what a double die is. The hub putting two strikes into the die. What's going on? Oh, the cat. Yeah, he had it as a buy it now. I don't know if coin is fake or not. Well, 99 cents. I saw one on eBay. It was 99 cents for the coin and $17.95 shipping. Well, you see, eBay doesn't charge their commission on the shipping. So that's a way around that. They'll be slapping him in no time. Did you see what I got at the store? Oh, it's self-inflating. It's got a sponge inside. So you squeeze it and it blows itself up. That's going to I'm going to spend like 3 hours with that tonight. There we go. Okay, I got some things I got to do. I got to set up for later tonight. We've got a sale probably at 9:30. It'll be fun. And we're going to announce what we're doing with the Dansko because I've got the Coin Jeopardy ready to roll. It's a fart pillow. It's a whoopee cushion. Whoopee. One of my favorite things. I've been needing one. So we'll add some spice to the show. We ain't going to drop the hammer no more. Oh, it's time. Okay. So bear with me. Give me about, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 5 hours. I can get a nap in, get some dinner, finish this pot of coffee. I got a new coffee machine. Oh, life is good. Oh, taste that. It tastes like coffee again instead of mud. I finished Paula's cookies, but I still put on the lip balm. Thanks, Ken. That was fun and educational. I'm going to work on a script so we can actually show a better examples, easily and, flow smoothly from one item to the next. I think this is a good tool, for demonstrations. We can have fun with it. Why not? Put the Play-Doh away, take a nap. I will, baby. I also have to clean this desk here because I do have coins on it for my kit, from time to time. but I don't know what the Play-Doh is going to do. I know for sure it's going to, you know, it's on my fingers. It'll make a mess if it gets on coins. You guys stay groovy. Geez, we went almost an hour on that. I just thought I'd get on and go for like, you know, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. Yeah, it never works that way. Okay, I'll be back about 9:30-ish.